Hi guys, welcome back to the Sicilian Revival. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two tough league games away against Cantania, and I think it was at home against Benevento. So two tough games here. Cantania are below us in the league table at the moment. They're sat in 11th place. We have had a great run of form. We're sat in 5th place at the moment. We're completely going above expectations. And the reason being for that is we have had an excellent month in October in regards to the league. Obviously, since you were last with us, we lost that cup tie, didn't we, in the previous episode? But we managed to get an away win against Taranto in the league. And since then, the form has continued. We've stuck with the 4-3-3. Goals are a little bit hard to come by with this setup at the moment, but we're finding ways to win games, and defensively, we're looking a lot better at the moment. We had a pretty solid 1-0 win at home against Potenza thanks to a goal from Vincenzo Plesia. A 1-0 draw at home against relegation threatened Turis thanks to a goal from Giulio Frisena. A 2-1 win away against Monopoli with Antonio Vacca and Giulio Frisena scoring in that one. Frisena, incidentally, doing very well from central midfield at the moment. A 2-1 win at home against Cerignola. Michel Imauso with his first goal for the club from the penalty spot, and Pasqualino Ortici on the score sheet as well to get us the win. And then a 1-0 win in our previous game against Picerno. Again, Imauso managing to get on the score sheet, which I later realised was against his former club. So we've got a very tough month ahead of us, really. Catania away, Benevento at home, Crotone away, and Foggia at home. Foggia are placed below us just by a point. Crotone top of the league, Benevento third, and Catania are a derby game for us as well. So it's going to be a very highly contested month of fixtures for us. But I'm hoping we can continue the run of form that we're on. Our goal difference, it doesn't make great looking. We're sat on just level 0 at the moment because of the heavy defeats we had earlier in the campaign and the fact that our recent winning run, every game we've only won by the odd goal. So we've just about balanced it in terms of goal difference, but we're not looking as bad. In relation to finances, we're starting to struggle. Unfortunately, I think because we've got such a big stadium, it is seriously depleting our financial um, cushion that we did have. And we've gone from £1 million in the bank to minus 172,000 so far. And we're not even a third of the way through the season as of yet. So going forward, it could be quite tough. Incidentally, I did actually have a look at the finances of the clubs in general. Benevento, who we come up against in the second half of this episode, they've got a spend on wages of £5.25 million for the year. We're just sat at 1 million, so this is how competitive we're proving ourselves at the moment in relation to financial backing. We're against teams that have got far more. We're second from bottom on that financial plate. The only team that are paying less in wages than we are, and it's literally by a very small margin, is Sorrento, who beat us, of course, 3-0 in the opening game of the season. So we're going into this game against Catania, hoping for a good result. It is a derby game. We're in good form. We have rotated quite a bit. The youngsters have come into the side as well, and they've played quite well as well. Morale is pretty high, despite everyone's qualms still about the squad bonuses. But we're looking a lot better than we were before. And now that we know we can win games, we're sat on 20 points at the moment. And for the size of the league, it's you tend to go for that magic 40 points number. It's a 38 game season. We want to get to 40 points. And if we can get even remotely close to that, I think we'll have had a very good season. But the fact that we're sat on 20 points after just 11 games, we can get a few results here. I think we're very much going to be certain to stay safe this season. But as I mentioned before, these games are going to be very, very tough. Vaca Jr. not quite able to win that one. And Cianchi moving down this left-hand side lays it back to Castellini. Catania just holding on to possession here early on, lofting it over the top. It's a highly contested header there. We just lose out, and Catania just holding on to possession at the moment. We're trying to get into them, but at the moment we're just not getting that close to them. And a lot of space on this right-hand side. Sturaro with the pass into Solbes here, and that's a very well-worked move from Catania and Sarri, who we brought him in because Fumagalli was injured. He has been very instrumental in this run that we've been on. He's had some excellent performances in goal for us so far, the Italian keeper. And Fumagalli, I think his career is going to come to an end after this season. I don't think he will carry on. He's now considered as a backup goalkeeper. He was an important first team player, but he's accepted being a backup keeper now. So I think he could be on his way out come the end of the season as well. So far, it's largely been all Catania. Of course, they have the home advantage in this derby game. 4 attempts on target out of 6 shots at goal. Manetta here with a free kick toward the far post. We couldn't quite win possession, and the ball's gone over the top of Fresena, and Chianchi has picked it up here. Catania certainly dominating everything about this derby game at the moment. Despite our good form, we're looking very cagey here. Castellini plays it out to Celli. Castellini again into Kaini. Now Tello knocks it all the way back to the keeper, and Zovko just about managing to control that one. And Silvestri lays it out to Rapisardi. Sturaro into Solbes, chance for Catania, and there is the goal. And it has been coming, to be fair. We haven't been playing very well. We're going to fire the boys up a little bit here, try and G them up a little bit, and just see if we can find a way back into this game, because Catania are completely outplaying us at the moment, and it's by far our worst performance after our recent run. And given the nature of the games that we've got this month, we really need to pick it up, and hopefully we can find a way to get at least 1 or 2 good results in this month as well. Grimeland and Ragusa just exchanging passes. That's a great delivery from Grimeland. Rosafio was at the far post, couldn't get onto it. And now Leah picks it up, and he easily gets dispossessed there by Chianchi. Plays it back to Zovko, who smashes it clear. Grimeland, good control, finds Vaca Jr. into Zuno, and again, good defending, this time from Corrado. Defensively, they're looking very strong here, Catania. Fresena trying to get the crossing, and Zuno managed to get a glancing header onto it, but it's gone just wide. We do seem to have woken up a little bit toward the end of this first half, but the damage is already done from Catania. Luckily, from our point of view, it is only 1-0. And we really need to pick it up in the second half. Unfortunately, despite the fact that we're winning games, and largely we have been playing well, we are struggling for a goal scorer. And I think, unfortunately, it is something that could go against us as the season goes on. Our top scorer's only got 3 goals, which is Zuno, and he's not scored for a long while now. Here is Sturaro into Rapisada. Good tackle from the youngster Grimeland. He's really come good so far, Grimeland. His attributes are actually dropping in quality, which is unfortunate, but he's really played well for us. And Zuno into the penalty area, and that is a very good finish from Marco Zuno. I was just saying he hadn't scored for a while, but that is a big, big goal. Not only in the context of the derby, it's a big one for him as well. Hopefully it will lift his confidence, but he drew the defender close to him, and the defender didn't track his run quickly enough, and Zuno found the space, turned the other defender around, and finished it very confidently, to be fair. And we're back into this derby game. Again, Catania don't really deserve to be level. They deserve to be 2 or 3 goals up at the moment. But again, Sarri putting in a great performance, rating a 7.6 at the moment, our keeper. And Solbes into Sturaro, and Rapisada in loads of space on that right-hand side. Plays it in. Solbes in the centre of the penalty area. Well, he wasn't unmarked, but he got there very easily. And we find ourselves 2-1 down, and unfortunately our equaliser only lasted a few moments. Manetta with a delivery to the far post. Zuno couldn't win the header, but he does pick it up here. Finds Fresena, back to Manetta. Grimeland, Pacchiardi. We're still keeping it around the penalty area here. We've got to be a little bit careful. Henry Francis over the top. Rosafio couldn't win the header. Tello tries to get there. Frisena picks it up. We're still holding on to it. Trying to find a way through here. Leah into Moneta. It's good pressure from Cantania, isn't it? We're really struggling to find a way through this press at the moment. Frisena lays it back to Moneta, who finally has a little bit of space to work. Finds Leo, plays it first time. Rosafio picks it up. Oh my word, what a strike that was on the half volley. It actually came off the crossbar. We're going to demand a little bit more from the side, and hopefully we can find a way back into it. But both of our wingers have been extremely poor today. We're going to get Cavallo and Mauso on, who haven't been playing too badly when they've come on, but unfortunately Rosafio and Ragusa have played very poorly today. And once again, in terms of our wing backs, again, we're struggling a little bit fitness-wise, and again, struggling for the quality. So Grimeland and Leo will come off. Salvo and Ortiz are going to come on for them. We'll save the last substitution for now, but hopefully we can find a way to get a point. But again, Eduardo Sari, very good performance from him in goal. He really is proving himself. Certainly would appear that he is one of our signings of the season so far. Ortiz, unfortunately, has already picked up a knock. We're going to drop some encouragement for these last few minutes. But I don't think it's going to happen for us. Cella here with a delivery into the penalty area. We do well to get it clear, but Storaro is going to be first to it here for Catania. Now Zamarini into Solcia, over the top. Chelly picks it up. Chelly puts it wide. He was actually, I don't know if he was offside or not, but unfortunately for them, he missed the opportunity. But the result has gone the way of our rivals. They were very much the better team. And again, in relation to the financial side of things, they've got a £3.5 million wage bill per year. We're sat on £1 million. We can't afford the quality that some of these sides have, but we're certainly holding our own in relation to the league table at the moment. Despite the 2-1 defeat, obviously Zuno got his goal, which was certainly a positive. Our midfield three did look quite strong. Henry Francis and Vaca had good games, as well as Frisena with the assist for Zuno. But once again, Eduardo Sarri keeping us in the game, really. 9 attempts on target from Cantania and just the 2 goals. Sarri with a man-of-the-match performance from our point of view. And it was a very challenging game, that one. An 18,000 attendance in Serie C for Cantania. They closed the gap to us by that 3 points. They're 3 points behind us now. We're still sat in that playoff area. And again, we're performing way above expectation. We've got a 9-point gap to that relegation zone, and that is the important thing at this point. And hopefully that will continue. But as I mentioned, the hard games are coming thick and fast. We've got Benevento to come up next. Marco Zuno ending his goal drought over 11 hours of football without scoring. So a big boost to his confidence. Hopefully he can push on from there. So we've got a week to go until that game against Benevento. So bear with me. We'll come back for that, and hopefully we can find a way of getting a result there. Okay then, guys, here we go for the home game against Benevento. Really tough game, this one, between them, Crotone and Avellino. I think that is going to be where the title challenge lies, to be honest. Avellino, great form from them in the opening 13 matches, 32 points they sat on. They're opening up gaps as well. Crotone are away from home in their next game, so they could keep within touching distance. But if we beat Benevento, it could end up just being a 2-horse race between Avellino and Crotone going forward. One change in the starting lineup today. Novak Tepsic is going to return to the side ahead of Pacquiadi. Tepsic was actually injured for that game against Cantania, which was rather unfortunate. He's been a very key player for us so far this season. When he comes back into the side today, we're really starting to find the squad that our proper starting 11. We're really starting to find our rhythm with it. I think Damiano, Leah, I think we need a change at right back. To be quite honest, we've got Leah and we've also got Salvo as well. Neither of them particularly showing their quality at the moment. Elias Grimeland, all of a sudden, he's really started to show good improvement in training as well. So hopefully he will settle into a proper rhythm. But he is still a youth player, technically. He's only 16 years of age. But he has really come on leaps and bounds so far. hopefully he can continue to do so. Um, a couple of players at the moment are complacent all the time as well. I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but it would appear that one or two of the players are complacent just because of the level that they're playing at, and I think that's not ideal. We need to get, I think for players like that, we need to offload them and get players in who will want to play for the shirt and give everything all the time. But we'll have to see how things go in the meantime. Ragusa tried to get an effort away there. It took a deflection, fell for Rosafio, who hit it first time, and unfortunately, the keeper made a very instinctive save there. Rosafio with the resulting corner toward that near post. Moneta was there, couldn't quite get onto it. It's come out again to Rosafio, who unfortunately was offside. He just didn't quite get himself on again. But so far, seems to be a bit of an even start. Rosafio picks it up, poor pass, Nardi intercepting quite well. And now Benedetti into Starita. Good interception by Rosafio. Fresena into Zuno. I think the other thing with Zuno as well, I'm liking the way he's playing, but because he's technically a wide player as well, he's used to dropping in and trying to pick up the space rather than go all out for the goal scoring side of things. And I think that might be where we might fall short a little bit. We need an out and out goal scorer, really. Valeri with the delivery forward. And Tepsic just holding on to it. He took his time to get to that, which was a bit of a concern, but Moneta picks it up now and finds Tepsic again. Tepsic's been a great signing, by the way. He really has settled in to a rhythm. For Senna with a poor pass, Talia into Ciceretti, and now Saltarelli. Back to Capellini. All of a sudden, Benevento looking a little bit more positive here, just knocking the ball about, trying to find the space for that killer pass. Capellini into Ciano over the top. That's a great pass. And Berra finds Ciceretti, who plays it across goal. And I mean, I thought he was going to play it back to the edge of the penalty area, to be honest. He went for glory himself. Fortunately, it went wide and it remains 0-0. But again, very even game. We're certainly holding our own here. We just need to find a way to get in front. 2 attempts on target so far out of 5 attempts at goal. Benevento with just a 1 on target out of 7 attempts. Here is Fresena into Henry Francis, now Vaca Jr. Into Moneta. Now Fresena again. Chance to play it down the line, finds Leah, and Leah does really well to get onto it. He didn't try and whip it in, but Rosafio's found Vaca Jr. on the edge of the penalty area and he couldn't quite get the control on the shot to get it on target. But again, really positive play. We're looking a lot better again. And like I say, we've got tough games this month. But if we can get a result or two, there's no reason why we should be thinking of relegation this season. Overall, I'm quite happy with that. We've dominated possession. We've just got to keep it up. Benevento using their talent there to get some changes in. Grimeland, by the looks of things, has taken quite a heavy knock there. He's also on a yellow card. I'm not going to risk it any further. Ortiz can come on at left back for him. And again, Grimeland's been playing extremely well. He's not the best left back at the club by far, but he's putting in decent performances. The only issue I do have with him is he's getting booked quite regularly. So it's something that we are going to have to manage carefully with him. Ortiz into Zuno, back to Ortiz. Swings it in toward that far post. Rosafio was there waiting, but he was under pressure from 3 defenders, and it's cleared to Starita. But Leah waiting his opportunity there, making a good challenge. Moneta into Vaca Jr. Loses possession to Agazi, but luckily picks it up again. We did well to hold on to that, really. Now Ragusa coming down this left-hand side. That's a great-looking ball in. And Rosafio was there with the header. This time the defender couldn't beat him in the air. And that is a big, big goal from our point of view. Just after the hour mark, we take the lead. Vaca Jr. playing it into Ragusa. And it was a lovely floated delivery toward that far post. It was actually quite central in the area in the end. Rosafio with the header. Very good header at that. And we take the lead here against, arguably, the Serie C giants, Benevento. And that is a big, big goal from our point of view. Cantania down to 10 men in their game, 2-0 down against Pacerno, which is it's good from our point of view because it means that we'll stay above them. Simonetti into Sterita, back to Simonetti, now Bolsius. Plays it central for Karic, and we could have potentially made an interception on that one. Agazi just skipping away from the challenge of Rosafio. Simonetti into Agazi. Starita back to Agazi again, plays it over the top. Ferrante with the control, and unfortunately Sarri couldn't do a lot about it, and I think Ferrante was onside there as well, which is really unfortunate from our point of view. He just found that gap between the defence, and it is 1-1. And again, a poor performance at right back. Fumagalli is going to come on in that defensive midfield. Vacca's on a yellow card and struggling, so Ferenz can come on for him. We're going to get Plessia on for Zuno as well. Again, a poor performance there. And Giuseppe Salvo can come on for Damiano Lea, who has again rated so poorly today, a 6.2 for the right back. I don't know whether it's that he's not suited to the wing back role or what, but he really isn't settling in at the moment. And I don't think he's doing enough to earn himself a new contract at the moment. We're right at the end of the game, 30 seconds to go. Palieri clearing it forward from goal for Benevento, and Benedetti picks it up into Karic. I think it would be very harsh if we lost this game, but Karic goes into the penalty area and strikes, and that is a lovely goal. It's horrible to say, but that was a very, very nice goal. And unfortunately, right at the death, in a game that was very, very close, it was their fifth shot on target. We've had 7 on target there, and dominated possession as well. Very unlucky from our point of view. The substitutions could have made the difference in that we did a lot right at the very end there. But a 96th minute winner of that quality, there's not a lot you can do. And it's very unfortunate. We didn't deserve to lose that game. But again, I did say it would be tough. We're playing teams that are in very good form themselves. And I mean, Benevento and Cantania, like I said, they former Serie A teams as well. So we knew it would be tough. But it hurts more with this Benevento one because they got back into it with a very good equaliser, don't get me wrong. But that winner was outstanding. And we didn't deserve to lose that, really. But we're still being positive. Yes, I think we do lack a proper goal scorer, and we need some proper marauding wing backs, I think, as well. Players that will get down the line and really push and put pressure on the opposition. But certainly positivities to take from that. But with the tough games to come, we don't want to just start sliding down. Morale's been quite good recently, and if we start losing games regularly, we could be in for a tough time. But we're more than capable, and we've already proven that. So going into the next couple of games, hopefully we can find a way to get some results, but 2 very tough games there. But we are showing signs. We're scoring the goals. I say the goals, it's pretty much 1 a game. So we'll probably come back at the back end of December, Monterossi and Casatana. We'll get these 4 games done and out of the way in the meantime. Obviously, we don't have to worry about any cups at the moment because we got knocked out the first round of that. So Monterossi and Casatana at the end of December, and then we'll have a January transfer roundup before games against Giugliano and Potenza. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.